Even if he's right there at the damn exit. Ugh. I hate these holler beasts. This is one of the breaking points for me in this game. I knew I eventually found a way to get out, or I thought I did, and I thought I took every conceivable exit, but maybe I was half a mile or two too fast, so it didn't take the turn I thought it did. And so I had to sit here and constantly go through this over and over again. I'm pretty sure I've been doing this for the better part of an hour. And I've got nothing to show for all my aches and pains. This is very, very, very frustrating. But it doesn't matter because I'm leaving it this time. So all can be forgiven. We will accelerate here to stay on the same path. We will slow down here to barrel through and not get much damage done to us. There we go. So we can make the turn properly. We'll slow down even further to avoid the rocks. Yeah, since they dissipate before we even get close. Good. Go about 20 miles an hour, 20 kilometers an hour. So we can get out of here with some expediency, but be able to slow down at a reasonable clip. See? Yeah. Almost there. Slow down, slow down. Down. Okay. I'm looking at my stress and not my speed. I should probably hit speed up. I think there's one more rock fall. No, there isn't. Get me the hell out of here. Oh. You came through on this hauler? Yeah, I did, but amazing! There are monsters crawling about, and the whole place has fallen to disrepair. There's also been some terrible rock slide, and holes have opened up in some of the tunnels. It's a complete mess in there. Who are you? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself, old soldier. I'm Gregory von Demirian III, administrator of these caverns. I'm a member of the Glyphian army. Gregory, just Gregory will do. I'm only a rank and file soldier. This is a job suited to an old man such as me. Not that I like being old, mind you. How interesting. Whoops, there I go, belly aching again. Well now, if you made it here on that hauler, it must mean the tunnels are clear. Yep, there were a few dangerous parts, but nothing that prevented us from making it through. I see. Well then, I'll drive with this one back. I was a fine hauler driver back in the day. Thank you, that would be great. There's a wide expanse of wildlands from here on. Be careful. Gregory. You be careful too, Gregory. Don't worry about me. I can still keep up with the youngsters. Oh, thank you, merciful Lord in heaven. Or should I? Well, yes, thank you. Thank you, Yevon. You are indeed wonderful. Maybe that has been my punishment for my lack of Final Fantasy X. I suppose some would call that a just punishment. I would call that a little overly cruel. But I can definitely understand it. Okay. Now, as far as I recall, there are no more horrible things like that in this game. I think that was just the one time. Yeah, that was a one-time thing. I don't recall being that frustrated by any part of the game afterwards. Maybe because that just made me so mad everything else seemed insignificant, or maybe just there is nothing annoying, nothing about that annoying. Uh-oh. Nice.
We're the more worthy opponent.
Yeah, sure, Cliff. Okay. So far, so good. You know, it was a little, kind of lost it there for a little while. But we're fine. We're absolutely fine. I am fine. You're fine. How do I know you're fine? You're watching this LP. You cannot be any unfine if you're watching this fine LP. So now that we've made it out of the mines, we're in Bakuro. We made out the Bakuro mines. Now we're in the Bakuro Mountain Path. Bakuro. Either way, this game does not tell you where you're supposed to go at times, so sometimes you're kind of just, oh wow, that is lovely. I always wanted to receive no damage from some of these enemies at this stage in the game, because trust me, they are assholes as far as for keeping your battle gauge filled. Like, you saw how that bandit kept stabbing me, and sometimes you're fighting one guy, you're not really paying as much attention as you should be to the bandits, and they will, for lack of a better term, gank you.
Real fight.
I think they know magic too. Oh no! No! You bastard! Oh, it hurts. Now he's trying to. Oh, goodness. Good work, Neil.
What goes?
You get actually a pretty decent amount of experience from these guys too, and they're not nearly as difficult to kill as the soldiers were. But a lone solo, Fate was netting like 400 experience per group of 3 soldiers I fought. It's pretty. That's why he's at level 16, because those soldiers, like I said earlier, they're a fantastic method of leveling up. If everything goes perfectly. Now, if it doesn't, they are a bitch and a half. Now, if it doesn't, they are a bitch and a half. Oh dear, dear. You know, that's actually a pretty good thing about stun. If an enemy stuns you, and your fury gauge is full, if they attack you regularly, you'll still be deflecting even though you're stunned. Yes. Indeed you are, Cliff. Now, we have a new ability, a new skill, stun. So let's see, we have first stage, critical hit, standby, stun. Chance of knocking an enemy unconscious. We will replace that with stun. Let's see, we've seen Blazing Sword, not that fantastic. Blaze of Fury, that's been replaced. Critical hit, that's on this. Critical hit HP. Oh, okay, critical hit is, it does damage to both, and this just does damage to one. Not bad. Standby healing is pretty nice. I really should. You know what? I might just, yeah. There should be some times where I'm just sitting back because, yeah. Stand sidekick, stun, hit. Oh, quick hit HP. Nice. Hammer of Might, Sphere of Might, Hammer of Might. I think I should put, yeah, Hammer of Might right there as well. That's pretty much what I do. I always alternate. If Hammer of Might is on the short, on the hard, on heavy, I put Sphere of Might on short for light. Even though that's the exact opposite of what I did there. But you get what I mean. I switched them up so the characters can, so they can do a bit more damage to the enemies. Okay, Nell's, I'm gonna have to teach her how to read one of those books. Shockwave, increase HP damage. Let's see, Aerial, Shadow Wave, Shockwave. Hit. Alright, I just forgot what I said. Come on, Nell. Oh, yeah. Let's see, usable items. We will be using Worm-Eaten Tome and Descript Tome. Common support. I don't know what common support means. I need to look that up. I do know that Worm-Eaten Tome is pretty good. So, Nell, read. Good. Common attack symbol. Was that always there? I don't remember her having anything. Oh, it requires 2 things. Okay, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Yeah, let's just continue. Also, I think that 14 is the maximum amount. Wait, no. Okay, I think 15 is the maximum amount of CP you can have. I really hate that. But it's completely fair. It's just some of the sweet moves and whatnot, they don't come up until later, and it's really a bit of a shame that you don't get to use those. And I really should just let Cliff and Nell handle the next few fights while I demonstrate. Oh dear.
Like this
Great.
one bit.
There we go. They can handle it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like much now, but if you level this up, if you improve your mastery on standby healing, it will heal for way more than 20. I think it heal level 2 gives you like 120 or something like that. So I might just I might do that off camera. That standby healing is a very, very good. It's one of those snowball effect abilities. It's or I guess noisy cricket would be the proper term. It does very little, but no, it's snowball. It does very little, but once you've mastered it, once the mastery goes higher, it's pretty much fantastic. Even though I never use it, because usually I have Nell heal me, and it's good for her to get. It's a shame that she doesn't use healing more. I don't know what to do to encourage her to heal more than she does. Because the beautiful thing about this game is the experience that you gain for your attacks. You don't necessarily have to use them on something that needs it. It's kind of like Final Fantasy X. In order for Yuna to become a healer, she has to. It's not. It's not like she has to heal. You can use heal on anything. She has to just heal a certain amount. I think maybe like 10,000 HP or something like that. This, I was wrong. It's not just like it. It's the inverse of that. You don't really have to heal anyone. You just have to perform the action of using your heal spell. Just like me using Lightning Bolt, I don't have to hit anyone with it. The simple fact that I use Lightning Bolt means that I've gotten somewhat better at it. Now, you can, I'm pretty sure this is an area in the game where you can go into a relatively higher level area than you should go to early. It doesn't really lock you out of going into these places by the conventional means of you shouldn't go there. It locks you out by the means of you will die. And once you've died and you have to go back to where you saved, you learn never to go there again. So I'm just gonna chill back, let these guys handle it. They totally got it, right? Totally cool. Win. Auto battle.
A more worthy opponent.
So I guess auto battles when you just let them do all the fighting for you. Oh, that's right. You can set your character to auto fight for you. Huh. I don't think I'll ever do that, but it's interesting how I forgot about that. I don't know how much I would trust that though. It seems like letting your characters just fight on their own may be a very poor thing to do. Even with the whole attack in a well-balanced manner and all that extra stuff, it doesn't seem wise. Now, why am I going here? I don't think I'm going to go into... Oh, I might go into the new area. I could, theoretically speaking, go there. No. No. Nope. You know, this may be an experimental LP. I may be breaking new grounds here. And by breaking new grounds, I mean I'll probably be doing nothing different. But I would like to see. I mean, I've played this game before. Alright, if this works, this is the Mountain of Bar. The Mountains of Bar. A pretty awesome place, fantastic music. And this teaches you don't go exploring in places where you don't belong. Yeah, as you see, Cliff is already dead, just a few hits. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Yeah, this place teaches you this lesson. No! That is how you end up. Yeah, so don't go screwing around the Mountains of Bar. Now, I'm going to try something out that is going to be cut out. Just cut that out.